Can anyone hear anything, or is it just me? The sound.
Nah, nah,
No one.
that's the way it is. I just don't have the sound on.
Oh, okay. Thank you for clarifying. I thought I was going crazy.
Yeah. hmm Yeah. So we here now. We here.
Yeah, now.
Use your phone.
Well, what's happening, Supreme Chief, man?
Yo, I wonder why. Why is it echo? Somebody got their mic on.
Let me figure out how to turn it off. It may be me. Hold on. If it is, hold
Yeah,
on.
turn your mic on.
I know. I'm trying. I'm sorry. I don't know how to work this very well. Hold on. Let me
Thank
figure it
you,
out.
Bonnie.
Sorry. Okay, I figured it out. Sorry, guys.
Okay. Well, it's still going. Everybody mute because it's doing the echo for some reason. Yo, okay, there we go. Yeah, that's about like it. Yeah. Hello. Yeah, okay. Well, it's still echoing. Hey, mute your mic. Okay. There we go. That's the problem. That was the problem right there. Yeah, those mics. Yeah, man. We gonna give everybody else some time to get in here. Somebody. I wonder why is it doing that. I'm gonna leave if it keep doing that and log back in just in case. But it's not doing it now. So I guess whoever keep your mic muted for the time being, and that way it don't do no echoing. Yeah, I'm gonna get a fam some time to get in here, man. TikTok was not messing with my video of the Arabians getting it in. You know what I'm saying? They went messing. Yeah, they wanted to ban that one. You know,
They scared of
I
the truth.
yeah, I couldn't post it on TikTok. Every time I put it up, they knocked that ball right back off. So I put it on YouTube and sent it to the fam personally. Yeah, but I just thought it was hilarious because they dancing to air music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's we living now. Me and my people living now. Yeah, but man, I am so honored and happy, man. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, man. It is an amazing thing that's taking place. And I know y'all, we having fun while we doing all of this. So I know y'all got a love a sense of humor. Because Supreme handle that business, but at the same time, we're gonna have fun while we handle the business as well. With me and the originaires, we personally myself discovered some things, and along with the help of the originaires, where we have to wait a little bit because I'm gonna tell y'all what went on yesterday. When we end up doing the application for our stock company, they asked what would be the balance for the year that we expect to spend in stocks. So the stock I ordered said 10 billion on each one of them. So when we put 10 billion on there, they was asking for 400,000. Pretty large number, but at the end of the day, I decided before I went on the Zoom, I decided to let the fam know that I was gonna drop it down to 10 million instead of 10 billion, so we can spend in the hundreds, right? For 400. But I'm gonna be honest, man. The fam don't play. We got some real heirs in the building, man. So we got stuff under the table working. I'm not gonna say much about it, but we're gonna be looking real nice, I'll tell you that. And it ain't gonna be no 10 million. It's gonna be more than that, way more than that. So that's a blessing in itself. Woke up to some beautiful things yesterday. My day was blown. I mean, my mind was blown yesterday, and that's crazy because Supreme blow people's mind all the time. But Kevin, one of the Air members, hit me up and said that he had a meeting that he scheduled for me and Dr. Phil Valentine. So me and Dr. Phil Valentine had a chance to talk yesterday, and in my opinion, Mr. Phil Valentine and his whole family of people globally that love him, respect him for all the work he did for the humanity on the planet, waking people up. He's basically now is a great companion and friend of our family. And I see myself in the future that his family is our family and Aire is his family. So, but he did say something to me yesterday about the dreams of his vision of building a city in Texas. Wherever he decides to build a city, it's gonna be beautiful. And he on the phone with world leaders. World leaders. It blew me away because he was asking me about some of the leaders, and I don't have no nothing to say about them because I never talked to a world leader. So I was like, I don't know about them. But no hate country world leaders, not on the other side, the sovereign country world leaders. He know a few of them, and he was just sharing with me a little piece of his life and what's going on because we know that what we're on as Air Nation and what Mr. Phil Valentine is on with his nation of people, we're on the same path. And Kevin thought that we should meet because he knew that I can tremendously share this information that we all are sharing, especially in the Regionaires meeting, where it can benefit him in a tremendous way. So this conversation was, man, beautiful. And so we tapping in and everything's just in alignment. So that right there touched my heart. So I just thought I'd share with the Gen-2 group, you know what I mean? And we doing, man, big things are happening. So for anybody out there who know about Dr. Phil Valentine, I mean, he's a mentor of mine before I met him because he spent my life around in 2020 when I actually got a chance to see a lot of his recordings and stuff like that. So with that being said, I hope everybody voted out there because we're running our own election. This is amazing. That right there in itself blew my dad mind. My dad voted, I'm on the phone with him, and he was like, yeah, son, how you do that? You know what I'm saying? He was like, saying, man, that's just amazing how you did it. So, but ain't nothing by accident or for fame or just for laugh and jokes. We get good, but it wasn't done for the laughter. It wasn't done for just, oh, you just want to say he just make-believe president. No, we did this because I know Blue, my boy Blue say he voted, you know what I'm saying? But we did this because in order to start a nation, a real one, you have to start with a petition first. And we're starting a sovereign nation of many different diverse individuals. And how you start it is with a petition. The petition is to say that we all are tribal members and we have the same common values that we live for or we go by. So we have, and that's the reason why you do a petition, because we grew upon the same values in life. And that's what makes that tribe a nation of its own, because also we had to do our own article of the Constitution. Basically, it's like a constitutional thing. So everybody who haven't seen the article, you can go to webless.org, and it's We Bless with the ED on the end of bless.org, and you can download the article for the nation, right from them. You can download the Aire Nation article, and I promise you, when you read it, it's heavenly, divine order. Like, when y'all read it, like, that's us all day. That's us. And that article puts us in all 50 states. So we don't have to be in the same city in order to be a tribe. We claiming North America as the land of the tribe, the whole nation. Period, point blank. It's in our articles and everything. And the structure of how we're doing our voting is in the article. The office holder, how long, it'll be every year. But if people vote individuals in, that will be, for as long as the people vote, up to 20 years. Now, we will have state empresses and state emperors as governors in each state. So we're going to pick the leaders the first year. The first year, I'm going to handpick the 12 consuls that will be like the supreme decision makers. Like, only thing the leaders do is decision making. They do not run no one. Nobody is under them. They're over no one, including the presidential empress or emperor, myself. I'm not over no one. All of the heirs are leaders. So yes, we will have a voice as a leader. That's the leader voice for our people and our tribal members, but no one is over no one. And we're self-governed, and we hold each other accountable.
That's what's up. Respect
that's
that.
And we also live by 2 laws and 1 civil law. The 2 laws are do not harm a person or their property. And the civil law is you must make good on the contract agreements, because that'll be a civil matter until individuals cannot keep their end of the bargain, whichever way possible. Then we start probably making them, compensate for the loss of another member. So yeah, and then the family actually started blessing me with the currency to do the stocks, because this is the first part of our journey that we end up running into some things that have to be paid for. Everything else up until this point was free, and I couldn't even believe it. Like the unlimited wealth number, that's free. I was like, wow, they just give it to you? Great. But we got it and all of that. And I started a fundraiser for Aire Nation. It's called Aire Nation Community Fundraiser. And then you got one that say Aire Nation Tribal Fundraiser. So I did that, not for the fam, because right now in the crunch time, y'all can send the donation to me because we gonna use it for these stocks. But, depending on how the originaires work out, we might not need it. But at the end of the day, that still don't mean that Gen-2 do not help Supreme with donation, because the donation, bro, and sisters, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, it's nothing but gas money. We not talk. That's why it's called a donation. It's from the heart. It's not nothing that it's a price to it. Like, oh, you got to pay 50, 1,000 or 5,000 or $50. You know what I'm saying? It's just from the heart, and it would be much appreciated because we're gonna use it to do what we got to do. So,
where you sending that?
Huh?
What do you send it at?
You're gonna send it to my Cash App. Now, as far as the fundraiser, that's for the public. Anybody who want to contribute from the public side, like family members, y'all put it on y'all pages and stuff like that. You can go to GoFundMe, and you can get the link and share it on your social medias for the outside heirs if people want to donate to an indigenous nation.
Yeah.
And when we do, whatever that's on the community fundraiser site, it will be documented. I'm gonna put it on webless.org with how much is in there. I donated, even though the money that I had was sent to me to handle these stocks, and I had a little money myself, but I donated $100 just so it can sit there. But I'm not gonna put more than that myself in there because I'd rather put it behind these stocks. So that's why I was telling y'all, for those who in Gen-2 that want to contribute to the fam, send it to me. And if anybody donate to the fundraiser, let that be people who doing it for the fam out of love, like through the social media sites and all that. We're not focused on the fundraiser right now because I would have to transfer all that money to get it over there just to put it in the stocks. Ain't no sense of putting it on the fundraiser when we gotta use the money right now. So we're using it for the stocks, the money for the stocks right now. And by next week, we should have this QSIP so we can put this stock into the bank. Once we put this stock into the bank, the whole fam is gonna be straight. I told everybody that I will bless the fam, well, the originaires, with 3 million apiece. And that's a fact. Now, the Gen-2 group, we're gonna bless y'all too. Who knows what it's gonna be, but I'm gonna sit down with the rest of the originaires and we'll come up with a number. But I promise you this, ain't nobody who's an heir gonna be struggling, period. That's like with the point blank on the end of that. No heir will be struggling, period. So,
can you hear me? Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Can I ask a question with us? Is that
yeah,
okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna do the whole stock thing. Are you using like a bonded person? Are you bonded, or I'm just asking like how you're gonna fulfill it as far as like the bond thing goes. I mean, it sounds amazing. I love it, but I'm just asking like because how are you gonna execute? Do you have a bonded license? Can you go over that with me, please? Sorry, I'll
We
mute
don't do
back.
that. We don't do that in the Gen-2 group. And for as you, Bunny, you're gonna have to call me so we can talk personally. But as far as the Gen-2 group go, right, we not on that right now. Everybody in the Gen-2 group is new, and I want to make sure that we got real family. And it seems everybody's genuine, I ain't gonna lie. So as long as this path keep that way, like I said, when the transfer happened, everybody gonna be blessed anyway. And there's no question, I know exactly what we're doing because everything that we've been doing lines up with truth, period. So for those who don't know how this process goes, do not be in a rush. Do not be in a rush. As I said, every single heir will know how to deal in stocks eventually. We'll know how to deal in stocks, period. But everybody who's in this Zoom is in the whip. That means you in the spaceship, you in. So we gonna be straight. And the originals, I told them, we need this one transaction. So let's everybody come together for the one transaction so we can free all of our issues when it comes to resources or paying bills or whatever the fuck. Because in the original group, we have millionaires already, got jets. Ain't no telling how many times somebody said they wanted to fly in Atlanta to meet me on their jet just to talk. Then we have middle class people. And then we have hood people. like myself. So it's all love. And we got all type of, racial, ethnic backgrounds. Yeah, all that. All ages. Yeah, we got all ages. My girl Cynthia, she rocked solid. And she one of the elders and she rocked solid. She don't play no games. So my brother Blue, boy, he know I love him. So you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of intelligent beings in our group, like Janetta, Cat, I can go on and on.
Yeah.
Aaron out of Wisconsin, man, listen, we deep. Already, before we even trade one stop, the Air family is already linked up from every level and with all love. And that's what makes us special because of the love. So what we're going to do on this Zoom, we're going to talk about deeds to the houses. We're going to briefly go over what we went over last week about selling in court. And then I'm going to probably go over some things showing y'all why we are doing our own sovereign nation and how you incorporate that nation on paper. Because this election and the petition is a part of the records that we have started. Soon as I put the petition out, Air Nation became official, even if it was just 10 people signing or registering, it became official. Because how you start a nation, you have to have a record. And once you get the record of the tribal members, then you place it on the record with the courts. The courts are the Akashic records of the planet. They are the recorders. They do all the recording. So once we put it on record, who we are, trust and believe you me, they're gonna honor it because they waiting on you. They've been waiting on us, trust me. And this is the first nation that actually came about and came together and did it this way that we're doing it. And we also are the first nation to have the unlimited wealth that so many others like Warren Buffett and all the others, I'm not gonna call no names, but y'all know what I'm talking about. They already, was equipped with what we lacked when they traded the gold, when they switched the gold out. So I'm gonna briefly go over how the process of claiming your houses. And anybody who, after I explain how this goes, if you still had unanswered questions, you can ask me the questions. And even if you still needed to talk to me one-on-one, I am always willing to help anybody in the situation of sticking it to whoever the fuck that claim that you owe them. See what I'm saying? Because they've been sticking it to us for way too long. So,
word, man, I respect you, man. Salute, man. Salute, man.
This process is shared. Trust, believe you me, nobody before Supreme on social media said anything about this, and nobody even knew about it. Not even Mr. Divine, and he's the GOAT before I say I came along. And people might be thinking, oh, you just tune your horn. No, ain't nobody never got to the unlimited wealth. Let's just be honest. Not on the common level, not on the regular, not even millionaires on the top level. That's why I say we got millionaires in the Air group. Why would I say that? They got the money if it was out there in the public to find this knowledge. Why couldn't they find it? Why couldn't they buy it? Because it's not out there to be bought. Supreme cracked the code, and I'm sharing with the family. So how you properly claim your house, even if you're paying rent. And I just hate to say it, but even an apartment complex can be hit. But you have to do it precisely how I'm finna tell y'all. And I'm giving this shit for free. For free. You'll never get another individual who say they helping the people, or I'm out here helping the people. My ancestors gonna be proud of me, all that fraudulent ass shit, and you scamming people. So they ain't never giving away nothing for free. I invited all y'all here, free of charge, and I'm giving game for free. So you got to use your UCC1, and you're gonna use the addendum. Most people say it's the 3. The addendum is not the 3. The addendum is a addendum. And you're going to use your UCC1. And you're going to fill it out the way that I will explain whenever somebody call me. I already got the template for it. So it's already filled out. And y'all just going to replace it with y'all information. You have to get a description of your property, whether you get it through the county or you look it up on the website. And sometimes it might be on your paperwork for some of y'all. But you get a description of the property, lot number, whatever the case may be. You want the land, how many acres the house came with on the land, all of that, try to describe it to the T, because that's the property that you're claiming. But you cannot do none of this without a 9-8 number. Without a 9-8 number, you cannot do none of this, because when you're dead, nobody wants to listen to you. And they shouldn't, because you're dead. And people say, how am I dead? You're dead because you're using a debtor number. It's in debt. That's why it's in debt, because it's dead. All corporations are dead, including the United States. They're a corporation. So you got certain corporations operate in the private, like a corporation soul, and that's where Aire Nation is. Aire Nation is a corporation soul. S-O-L-E. Corporation soul is S-O-L-E. Bunny, I'm gonna need you to stay out of that. I'm gonna need you to stay out of that the message. Because listen, Bunny, just excuse me, family, y'all. Do not be saying anything trying to educate anybody in Supreme Zoom or live or his teaching, because I'm the only teacher here. Anybody spread any information in the messages, and if I see it, I'm kicking you out. Bottom line.
Facts.
So you're gonna fill it out like that, and then you're gonna click the box non-UCC. Make sure you click non-UCC, because I learned that from Mr. Divine, that the non-UCC turns your UCC1 into a Republic document. It's in the private, and only a living being could check non-UCC. And when you check non-UCC box on the UCC1, it turns your document into the most powerful UCC document over all other UCC documents, especially using your 9-8 number. So you're gonna take these 2 forms along with whatever else evidence you got, receipts or whatever. You ain't gotta take them receipts with you, because your lease agreement is enough. But you take your lease agreement, you go down to your county courthouse where they do the deeds on property at. Most of the places called recorders of deeds. And you're gonna file a real estate claim, and you're gonna file a real estate claim as a security deed. That's how you're gonna file your UCC. What most people didn't know before I started spreading this is that the UCC is not just a lien. It's not just a lien. The UCC is also a deed. As soon as you file this in your county court, it's gonna make that property become your property as soon as you file it. And I'm not telling you something that I think. We have already did this last summer. We were thinking, and we had to put that action to work to see if it really worked last summer, before I even knew anything about unlimited wealth. We was already taking houses. several people has taken houses. And most of them, right after they filed that UCC at the county as a security deed, they got a call from the realtor lawyer the next day. That let you know what's going on. They know who did what, and they know what just happened. And I haven't had someone call me back yet and say that the property is still not theirs. Now we got one individual, she started struggling because she did some things that she was not told to do. After she filed and got the house, she got a little cocky and she wanted to sue them. And I said, no, suing is in the public. You don't want to sue them. She said, no, I'm gonna sue them anyway. Cause they gon', all right. Say, hey, we grown. I ain't gonna tell you what. I'm just gonna give you advice. And she did, and she took her own self to court. When they ain't even took her to court yet. You gotta let them take you to court. And when they take you to court, you ask them what is their interest. Since y'all bringing me to court, want to talk about my property, then what's your interest? And they can't prove no interest. But she went to court. She called me, and I told her exactly what to do. She went in the courtroom and threw what I said out the window, and I guess she freestyled it because she was doing stuff that she shouldn't have been doing, like answering questions from the judge. We don't answer questions. We do the questioning. As king, we ask king questions. So I told her, even the actresses, I tell even our feminine divine energies that they are king as well, because we do the ask king in any administrative meeting. If they ask you a question, you ask them the damn question. Do you got an interest? That should be your question every time a judge want to say some shit. Because that is your key to setting the judge the fuck up. I promise you. It work every time. I'm not telling y'all nothing that I think. I'm telling y'all what I know for a fact because I used it myself and others have been using it too. When Jessica went to court for her house, man, the judge didn't ask her shit. And she took 3 houses and she was only paying rent. And she took 3 houses by mistake. So,
part of self. You said
what you gonna say?
Even if you renting, you can do this.
Hell yeah.
My landlord, I've been renting and my landlord lost this shit.
It don't even matter where he lost. It's yours. You in it. He lost. He need to lose it to you. And whoever came in it need to lose it to you. But we'll get to that. We're going to handle that.
Damn. That's deep right there.
So, yeah, so it's real and we snatching up property and that's what's going on. Like, if you already in the property, see, without the unlimited wealth number, I don't know how to go purchase a house yet. We got some things that we can try to do, but they haven't been executed yet. But as far as settling debt or discharging a debt, we have done that. Just like when Antonisha went to court, she was successful in her court hearing because she did exactly what I told her. And she almost shifted off of what I told her when I told her what to say when she went in the courtroom. And she was trying to use the balance of 2 different ways of going about it so she wouldn't leave nothing out. But whoever was giving her the other information to say is idiots because they was telling her to say things that has nothing to do with the matter. Like question a judge, bond. We don't do that because we're not bond inspectors. Or thinking that you can demand them for the bond amounts. They don't have to do what the hell you say, especially you ain't even 56 them. So that is not important either. What's important is settling and discharging the debt. So when I told Jessica to go in there, the one who got the 3 houses, man, when she went in there, she said exactly what I told her to say ever since that first hearing, because she had 2. Ever since that first hearing, the judge didn't say shit else to her no more. He only was talking to the realtor lawyer. Like, did you bring your evidence this time? Well, you're gonna need to get it together. The first court hearing, he told her, you need to get with Jessica and work that out. The judge was talking on her behalf, and she don't snatched up 3 of these people's houses by mistake, because she was just trying to snatch her own house up. But she claimed the lot, and the lot had 3 houses on it. So, yeah, so somebody got a question?
Damn. Jessica, you bad, girl.
Well, Jessica she only got that to happen because she called Supreme. Let's just be honest. If she were here, she'll tell you. And that's just the bottom line. She called me up saying that she wanted to know how to remit her rent because she was about to be evicted. Truth. And I said, we don't do no remit. We just snatch shit up. Why would we remit something when you can claim the motherfucking own it? She said, well, how I do that then? And we went on a journey.
I'm gonna call you to go on that journey.
I need to go on that journey.
I'm already discharging my house, Supreme. I went through the administrative process. They actually this last 2 days ago, they just defaulted, never produced anything for 8 months. And what I did also is I put the money as in good honor in a separate account. So every month for the 8 months, when they try to tell the judge I didn't pay my mortgage, that I'm in breach of contract, I got the bank statements to show all the money sitting there. And because they didn't do what they were supposed to on performance, that unless they can produce the documents today, I have the money, but they're not gonna, and I want my default. But I don't know how to go about that.
Don't even waste your time. Because you was wasting time. Okay. If you would have did what I'm telling you back then, you wouldn't even have these problems. That shit would be a past tense.
I did do a UCC 1, a UCC 3, and a UCC 11 with the lien search, and I filed it with the Secretary of State and with the county recorder. And I got on my title. I also got the title for $12, the title deed of the house. I did that a month ago.
Well, you filed a UCC 1, but the problem with everybody, they be filing it as a lien, but you want the house, don't you?
Yes, sir.
So it can also be a deed that nobody knew.
That's why I wrote UCC is also a deed. You said earlier. I wrote that down.
It's a deed.
I've been
so
here.
That's your deed.
20 years.
Yeah, that's your deed. And then after you file some places they call it a warranty deed, and some places they call it a security deed, right?
Right.
But either way they call it, it's a deed. And then when you file that, you're gonna do a deed affidavit. So get ready, because once you file the security deed having the title to the house, that's your proof. Once you file it and the court stamped it, that's your proof that you own it. Go ahead and change the lots and everything, put private property around, all that, because you actually got proof of owning it now. And then you're gonna do an affidavit deed, because the affidavit at the same place. You're gonna do an affidavit deed with an affidavit stating in fact that you are the owner and you just filed on this date, because that is your public announcement to the public that you are the new owner.
I don't have to put that like in the newspaper or nothing.
No, you do an affidavit deed. That's the newspaper right there.
Do you have one of those documents that I might be able to work off of?
You talking about an affidavit deed?
Yes, sir.
No, you can just write the affidavit.
I can write it
That's it.
myself.
It's an affidavit.
Okay,
It's whatever you send.
I'll look it up. I
Do
appreciate
we
that.
file this deed, the affidavit deed?
Yeah, I think I got a copy that it's a photocopy, but it's not in
No,
PDF.
I just, if I
It's
had a
not.
template of something to like look at to work off of, I could make my own very easily.
Yeah, I got you. I got that.
I
Where
appreciate
do we
it.
file the affidavit?
The same place you filed for the real estate security deed.
That'd be the county recorder. Would that be the county recorder of your state?
No, of your county. How you
I mean,
gonna
of the
how you
county.
gonna come in real estate?
I
Come
meant
on
the
now.
county. I meant the county. I'm sorry. I meant the county.
Okay.
Thank you.
We don't do no state. State ain't
No.
talking about shit. We
I
go
got
straight to the county and handle this business.
Got it. Yeah, I'm in Los Angeles. I go right to them downtown.
Yeah,
I appreciate you. That's some really great info. Thank you very much, Supreme.
absolutely. So, anybody got any questions about the courts and all of that, whatever the case may be?
Yeah. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
How you doing, Spring?
Man, I'm blessed.
I know that. I know that. Same here. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna be filing the UCC and all the documents. Now, when I do this and I go to court, I just want to know, what am I gonna say and how do I approach it?
Now, you know the list of documents I told you, right? They about like 9 or
Yeah,
maybe
it's the
11, right?
UCC one. It's the UCC addendum. It's security agreement. You got the IRS forms, and you got the paper the copies of all the documents that's going to get filed in the court file as well,
Yeah.
and the
And
voucher.
you need it's 2 more forms you need. You need to go to webless.org and go up under fiduciary, appointment of trustees. Once you click the menu, you're gonna see fiduciary. Click that menu, it's gonna drop down. You need the lawful claim of title
Yeah,
and you need the fee schedule.
yeah, I got those.
You got those? Okay, we're gonna submit them too with the ones you just named. Now, once you do that, you need to put that in 3 days before your court hearing. And if you put it in sooner than that, that's better. But once you go into court, I'm just gonna tell you I'm gonna tell you what you say. You're gonna have to call me.
I
And
bet.
I can rough draft it right now, freestyle top of my head. But you're gonna go in there, and when they call your name, you're gonna stand up and say, I'm here to make a special appearance on behalf of the principal. I am the registered agent as well as the beneficiary over said property. And you ain't gonna stop. And now you're gonna read this off of a paper. So you're not gonna freestyle like I'm doing. Because even I wouldn't freestyle in no court setting because this is the record. And I want the record to be clear on everything I'm saying with no blemishes. So I'm gonna read it. So it can be precise in what I'm saying. And when you do this, do not stop for no one. I don't give a fuck if the judge be like, hold up. You keep going because you're on the record and you need to get out every single word. And 9 times out of 10, the judge ain't gonna stop you because that's kind of unlawful. So he's not gonna stop you, he's gonna let you go. So once you say, on behalf of the principal, you know what I'm saying, you're the registered agent, you're gonna say, and I would like to know, is there anyone else here that has an interest in this matter? Is there anyone else that has an interest in this matter? If so, state so on the record. And you look around at the judge, the DA, they're gonna be looking stupid as fuck. Trust me. And then when no one answers, silence is agreement. Since no one has an interest, then I wish to state on the record that no one speak here but me, since I'm the only one that has interest. Why? And then you need to know why you got interest. You got interest because it's your name. Mama gave you that name. And they made some out of it, but it still was created from mama and given to you. So you rightfully own that damn name. That's why you're the beneficiary.
Gotcha.
So you only got an interest. And then you're gonna tell them you put everything in the file to settle the matter, and you're gonna name out the forms verbally. You're gonna name the title of the forms and the number if it's an IRS form. You're gonna name it all out, and then you're gonna say, I have also submitted a 56 form appointing the judge to administrate the matter and settle all matters. So you have everything you need to settle the matter with. And then you end it by saying, I also have a fee schedule on file, and I just want to state for the record, I charge $2,000 per minute. And now that I am done, you guys have the flow and you can take as much time as you need. And you sit the fuck down. Don't say nothing else. Don't argue with nobody. Let them have it. You done already put on the record what's going on. And your paperwork is what's gonna get you out of there. Not what you just said from what I'm saying. That ain't gonna get you out of there. That's the icing on the cake that's gonna get you out of there, your wordplay. But if you don't got that paper on file, you just blowing hot air.
Got you.
You gotta have your paper on file in order for them to respect what you're saying, because you did submit everything on file to settle. That's it.
Okie doke. I'll be calling you, bro.
All right, what's up, Derek?
Santa Spring. Hey,
Man.
on form the 1778 AV, you said under the stamp put copyright copy. I don't know what the last word you said. I don't know the last word.
Copy claim.
Copy claim. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
That's all I needed. I'm good.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
I even got Antonisha, she hit me up and told me that the courts tried to reach back out to her with an old ass case number after she beat the case that they were trying to take her to trial on. She was finna go to trial until she did what she did. And I told her how to take that same document with syntax grammar and do that copyright copy claim with the stamp on the top, cross out the clerk signature with a red ink pen and sign her name in red, then flip it on the back, endorse the document like a check, and in the syntax grammar it say if they contact her one more time or two more times after that, then they gotta pay her $25 million. And that's a contract. When I did that to the courts, them motherfuckers sent me some mail back without their court logo on it and just a name. And then they put my name in blue. They didn't even type my name. They put my shit in blue ink. Blue means knowing, acknowledgement, and wisdom of the matter. Red means affirmative, power, and authority. And we are the one with all authority. Yeah, what's up, Carolyn?
Hey, good evening. Real quick. So, with this court case, if there is a pending court case with the courts right now, felonies, at what point do you have to wait until you get a court date to file that Form 56? Or can that be filed now?
You need to file all your forms. Don't just file one.
File all of them.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Because I thought I had to wait, but all right. Thank you.
No, you waiting, you hurting yourself.
Got you. All right.
The sooner the better for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Hey, one last question.
See you tomorrow, brother.
You use that on the. Go ahead, brother. You got it.
Go ahead, Sal.
Could you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing, man? This is Russell Sapp here in Texas here. Hey,
For sure.
I was hearing you guys talk about the uh, claiming your home, and I'm interested in that, man. I just bought this house back in 2020, and I do know that I paid for the house already. I know the whole uh, bam that they do to you with the signing of everything, and I'm ready to do that process that you're talking about with the UCC one. I haven't done it. I have been over We Blessed, and I have looked over all your documents and all that stuff there. Still a little confusing to me because I'm new at it, but I'm ready to make that process and make it happen.
For sure, man. Just make sure you hit me up. You got my number. So,
Yes, sir.
yeah, and the process is golden. The process is golden. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This shit working. No matter what somebody else been saying,
Yeah.
they ain't got no proof they shit been working, but this shit work.
All right. I would definitely be reaching out to you here coming up this week right here coming up. And I'm ready to make it happen, man.
All right, that's what's up.
All right.
I got
Appreciate you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's up, Supreme?
What's going on?
I don't know it, brother. I had a quick question. On the 1778 AV, when we're naming the person that we want to discharge it on, do we use either the indentured trustee on some of them and the judge on others? Because I'm thinking like in the special instructions.
Listen, the indentured trustee ain't got shit to do with nothing.
Mm-hmm.
The indentured trustee work for them. They don't work for you. That's their trustee, really.
Okay.
And all of them are trustees. We gotta handle business. And whoever is trusted, it gotta handle that business. You're gonna put the CEO, if it's on a 56, you're gonna put the CEO. And in a courtroom, because a court is a bank, the court judge, the chief judge is the CEO of that court.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you're gonna put the chief.
So I'm on 56, the chief judge, and the judge's name is gonna go on the 1778.
No, your name going on the you the judge on the 1778. That's a Confederation document. You're giving the order. It's a private document for sovereigns.
Okay.
But it's really under the Confederation, the old government that gave America their authority. That's why the Confederation under the Article 6, see how they got articles? Article 6 of the Constitution, that is supreme law of the land. And guess what? Supreme law? All treaties and the Confederation Republic. Those two are supreme law of the land.
Okay.
And those are all indigenous, what they call Indians, really, but they're African American blood relatives.
Okay. So on the 56, the chief judge goes there.
On the 56, yeah. Or the judge that's over the case. If you got the judge name, put the judge over the case because he's the one that's going to administrate it. Okay. So you appoint the judge.
Okay. So what if you're going through a bankruptcy or something, and it's the bankruptcy court?
You can settle with the 1778.
Gotcha.
It's a discharge document. And now that we talk about court, I remember the brother asked me in the last Zoom, he said, how can we get the check from a criminal case, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you go on the site, webless.org, and you see bonds and stuff like that. You're gonna go down there and get those fiscal service forms. And you can fill them out. I'll tell y'all what to put on them. And you turn them in with your paperwork. Because that court case, they will have to discharge that direct deposit to your account or give you a check, whichever you decide.
Wow. Okay.
I haven't tried it yet, but those forms are for that. might as well put them to work. Let's see what it do. But either way, we used the 1778 Antonisha, and it settled her case, and she was finna go to trial. So we do know how to settle. That's a fact. Now we need to figure out, can we leave with the check?
That's the key.
Yeah, we handling real business over there. We doing real business.
I know, bro. I feel you.
Show you how to handle the business.
I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, no problem, man. Derek, what's up?
One more question. Hey, can you use this on an old case, even if the old case is closed out or whatever, just so you can get it off your record, kind of?
I don't know about getting it off the record. You might have to 56 the record keeper. You have to 56 the record keeper and ask them to remove all that. But why are we worried about a record when we finna be wealthy, bro? We ain't listen. Okay, so I need you to know that you're Aire. See what I'm saying? We ain't looking for no credit. You got unlimited wealth. Who the hell need credit?
You right.
Supreme, can I ask you this question? That form 56, where do we send that form to? Do we send it anywhere?
The 56 will be placed in the court records, and the 56 will be sent to the IRS, but it's the one in Austin, Texas, because it's the private. I sent that booklet out. If you email me, I can send you the booklet with the address is in it.
Okay.
I can text it to you. You ain't even got to get the booklet. I can text you that. Just text me that you want the address to where to send it to the IRS.
Okay, you sure it's a Texas one or Utah?
No, it depends. Where you at though? That's what I need to ask. Where you at? Where's your location?
Right now I'm in Georgia.
Oh, you're in Georgia, so yours is gonna go to Austin. The one Massachusetts, you going to Utah.
All right, bet.
What about Connecticut?
That's in Utah too. Anything on the northern side of the state from coast to coast is in Utah. The middle of coast to coast goes to Kansas. And from Atlanta to California, they go to Austin, Texas.
Okay.
Okay, and now I'm about to ask something silly. So I'm in Texas. So would mine go to Austin, Texas, or to
Utah?
Mine would go to Utah? Okay.
Yeah. That was your choice.
Oh, okay. But I'm thinking it would go to Austin, Texas, since I'm here, right?
You could be for real.
I could be for real?
You could be. No.
Okay.
I can go get a 3-year-old baby. Come on now. You in Texas and you asking, do you go to? It's only 3 places we can. Got it. It's only 3 places you can send to throughout the whole nation when you're in the private. And I just named all 3 of them.
Okay.
Utah is the northern. Kansas in the middle. All the bottom is Austin. Anybody else?
Yes. Hey, I was wondering, I filled all my documents out and I go to trial next week on Tuesday. Would I be sending all that to the IRS, all 9 documents, and then recording the other 9?
You're only gonna send the IRS documents with a 56 appointing the IRS as well.
So the 1778 AV just gonna get placed in the records. I don't send that to the IRS.
You just gonna place that in the records.
Okay, thank you.
They do their own investigation. They don't need you to send them paperwork. They coming for it.
So the UCC one, I just put that on the record too?
Oh, of course. Where we gonna put it? We gotta put it on the record.
Okay, thank you.
Your original question was, do you send it to the IRS? I answered it. I said, no. You're only going to send IRS forms to them. And you're going to send them 56, letting them know your affairs. You're doing business in whatever county that's trying to charge you.
Okay.
And legally operating now, the IRS don't get on their head. And when you bring the IRS forms into play, them folks don't want no smoke with that shit.
The identity theft form.
Because they're operating, telling on paper that you are an employee and they are the job. And they're a nonprofit organization. So if they nonprofit, they ain't paying taxes because they saying they don't earn no money. They got it like the bank. And when you pay them, let's say you're trying to pay off your ticket, they got that saying that you're making a deposit like a bank. So on paper, they saying, oh, we just holding the money. They're the debtor and they're paying off this debt and we're just holding the money. And that's how it look on paper. And it'll sit there just like it do at the bank. If don't nobody claim the money, and ain't nobody been claiming no court money because they don't know what's that. Once it sit there for so many years, it goes into unclaimed property and the courts get paid that way.
Hey, Supreme, what all happens when you 56 the sheriff?
The sheriff is your trustee.
Okay.
You got to do all of this with a 9-8, because if you don't do it with a 9-8, them folks ain't hearing shit you talking about.
Gotcha.
Well, it was a blessing, y'all. I'm finna slide.
We appreciate you.
Man, you the man, Supreme. Love you. Thank you.
I need a recording. When that recording be out.
Thank you.
Much love, brother. Much love.
Love y'all. Later.
Oh, great. The truth, my boy.
Take care,
Peace
family.
out.
Man, for real.
All right, much love, bro.
Much love to y'all too, man. It's time
We'll give you
for
a
us
call tomorrow.
sticking to us too long. So now we sticking it to their ass back. And that's what we
Right.
doing. That's why I do this shit for free, because out of love. I want to see us win. It ain't about no money. I just want to see us stepping all on their shit. Period.
Thanks, Supreme.
It's
Blessing, my boy.
appreciation. Yeah.
You a
And it's
blessing, man.
Love y'all, family.
Much love.
Yeah, love
Love,
y'all.
man.
I'll catch y'all.
Word, man. Nothing but love for y'all.
Love you, bro.